I'm on board the Royal Navy's HMS Vengeance submarine, which is carrying Trident nuclear missiles. To understand how we got them in the UK and why they're on board, we need to go back 50 years. By the early 60s, Britain was eager to become a nuclear power. Prime Minister Harold Macmillan flew to the Bahamas to convince President John F. Kennedy to share their nuclear missile secrets. The deal they struck became known as the Polaris Sales Agreement. Britain would be given Polaris nuclear missiles, and the Americans would gain access to several Scottish lochs. But a new challenge immediately arose. We needed a place to house and launch these new nuclear missiles. It was decided that the only truly secure place was deep at sea, on a submarine. 50 years ago in 1969, the British Submarine Service began carrying nuclear missiles, becoming the UK's strategic nuclear deterrent. HMS Vengeance is the latest generation of these submarines. The missiles she carries are called Trident. They're the most powerful weapon Britain has ever had.
These are the Trident nuclear missiles.
Trident 2 D5 nuclear missiles.
Right around us.
Yeah.
The Weapons Engineering Officer is responsible for looking after Trident on HMS Vengeance.
How many missiles do we have on board here then, on Vengeance?
I couldn't tell you that. Up to 16.
Up to 16?
Yeah.
Do we know how many nuclear warheads we have on board?
So we can have up to 40 warheads on board at any one time.
So when it comes to these missiles, is there any way of describing the amount of firepower that is? I don't know, it's just hard to get that as a
So Nagasaki and Hiroshima, if you think of those,
yeah,
there's more than both of them put together around us now.
Wow. Do you ever get used to the fact that you're living and working around the most deadly weapons ever created? That's quite sobering for me, stood here. I don't know how that is for you.
Yeah, it is.
So this is the control room. It's effectively the nerve centre of the submarine.
Look at this.
On the left-hand side, this is where all the information gets fed into these terminals, and then the team in front of you use their knowledge, their wisdom, and their experience to take that information to draw me effectively a picture of what's going on outside, all without physically seeing it.
It's very stable on board. We don't feel like we're rocking around. We are gently moving, I seem to remember, through the water.
Absolutely, we're going at about walking pace at the moment, so we're not going to outrun anyone at the moment, but she can go quite fast if she needs to, but the faster we go, the more risk of detection exists. The whole idea, the whole credibility of the nuclear deterrent is stealth and slowly catching monkey.
Approaching vessel, 12, starboard.
Not hailed, sonar, request target set up.
And despite all the kind of screens and lights and flashing lights going on around here, it was quite dark inside, isn't it?
Yes, so the only real place you're ever going to see any daylight, I'm afraid, is up on the fin, which is the conning position where we navigate when we're on the surface. So if we can do it there now, and I'll show you some fresh air, perhaps the last time for a little while.
That sounds like an invitation I can't refuse.
The conning tower is the highest point on a submarine. To get there, I need to climb the longest ladder on board.
So I'm up for probably one of the most unique views I'll ever have in my life. But it's straight up. Oh God, it's miles as well. Oh, knees.
Right, well, Captain, you brought me up to what is almost the highest point on the boat here. It's an opportunity, well, for me anyway, to get a bit of a glimpse of the scale of this boat. It stretches back so far. It's hard to appreciate just how big this boat is.
Well, absolutely. She is undoubtedly akin to an iceberg. She is a fantastic weapon system. She's a fantastic submarine. She's also home to us all.
Yeah.
She looks after us, feeds us, keeps us watered and breathing safely.
HMS Vengeance is home to over 160 submariners who work endless shift patterns of 6 hours on, 6 hours off. But because of the secrecy of their mission, few people on board will ever know the details.
How long do you think you're going to be away from your family on this particular mission?
I'll be away a while.
A while?
A while.
We can't be any more specific than that.
No.
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 Okay, that's that. And do you know where you're going to be heading off to?
It's somewhere down that direction, maybe left or maybe right, but I know where I'm going. Very few people know where I'm going, and that is obviously not at liberty to be discussed, especially to your viewers.
I can continue this line of questioning. I don't think I'm going to get any further than the generals. Oh yeah, Captain.
Probably not.
Yeah.
My team have a vague idea where we might be, and over time that becomes more and more vague, and that is the whole principle of deterrent, that only a very few people know where it is. Therefore, our security and our stealth is absolute.